Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. So I have 3 streams planned today. One of them is this game right here, because Season 9 has already started for Diablo 4. I used to stream Diablo 4 when I had a lot of videos on the channel, which I ended up removing because I wasn't too happy with some of these Let's Plays, because I thought some of these games that I streamed weren't going to be playable. One of them so far that I'm not happy with because of toxicity towards is Crystal Valley. Okay? And I made a stream, a live video that I streamed, then uploaded after stream. And that was Crystal Valley. And I made a video, or a live stream, what shall I say, that talked about the reason why I am no longer streaming Crystal Valley. One of those reasons, hey Danny, what's up, man? I have 3 streams planned. Right now I'm just focusing on this one for right now. 2 other streams, one after this one, will be Tales of Tanorio. Third stream, the finale of streams that I'll do today, will be Monster Hunter Stories, the first game. I'm trying to record the reaction of my emotions through the story of Monster Hunter Stories. I made a stream one time and completed it of Monster Hunter Stories 2, but all that content I ended up wiping it away. And the reason why was because some of those contents, I just wanted to start a fresh new start, because I wasn't proud of some of the games that I had on the channel. And I could have just deleted the content I wasn't proud of, but like, I just wanted to start a fresh new start. Not anymore. I was planning to move to Twitch because it was a beginner platform, but turns out there are bad things happening on Twitch. If you mention anything that is not family friendly, you know how have you heard of the government trying to censor things and other people getting toxic towards you if you stream something that has a game with fan art service, like Body Wise for the female characters and stuff? Yeah, I'm not taking that risk. I mean, maybe I might stream on Twitch, but continuously, but I'll probably stream like these type of games, or something that don't show too much cleavage or something like that. I know you're probably thinking about, what the hell is that? Best not to know. It's an adult thing. And there's a lot of toxic females on Twitch. And body blue raised arms, body blue raised arms. What does that mean? Why are you saying all that? Oh man. Oh man, you made me laugh, bro. But like, Twitch has, like, I'm gonna say the name of the female YouTuber who is also a Twitch streamer. She goes by the name Denims, and there's a few other people on Twitch that are banning huge content creators, but not huge ones only, but small ones too. So I don't want to take any risks with certain content. So if I make certain content on Twitch, I try to make something that don't show a lot on Twitch. I could stream. Did she make fun of you? No. She's just one of the risky few. Denims is one of the risky few. She banned Tectone on Twitch and she's trying to get him down on YouTube, but like he's YouTube. They're very strict with people abusing the system. Yeah. And Tectone, he still has his YouTube because Twitch, the CEO, I heard the CEO of Twitch is not only banning the huge content creators on that platform, but like smaller content creators too. Whoever mentions something that another person that is against what you say, like they don't give you no freedom. And yeah, so I want to be careful on Twitch. I might still stream on Twitch, but I'm just gonna try to be very, very careful on Twitch. Because I don't want to mention denims on Twitch. And, you know, and I get the whole situation is very, how you say it, it's very long story, and it's hard to understand for her and for Tectone because, she said shit about Tectone, which wasn't true. He didn't call her anything. He was talking about why people call her the H word, you know, or better yet, the WH word, the beginning two letters. It's a naughty word which makes people look like the S word, or should I say the SLUT, if you know how to read that. Like a prostitute or something. Eventually you'll learn something about that in your school, about knowledge like about why these sexual predators and stuff like that. I don't know if you know anything about sexual predators around this world. That's why TikTok is actually gonna get banned. I checked if it was gonna continue to live on. No, it was gonna get banned eventually. Um, our president made a contract with TikTok CEO to sell it and make another person in charge of it and become the CEO of TikTok. And I know it's a bummer, but like young kids, yeah, and there's like 12 to 13-year-olds on TikTok who abuse the system. The young girls imitate the young teenage girls or 20-year-old women show body. Not this, but this, and do dancing sexually. And there are some young boys on TikTok that they usually have six pack and they're getting themselves exposed. Like a lot of people on TikTok, a lot of kids use it to show off. They try to show off. I especially hate that because, yeah, I made a lot of videos on TikTok, and then when Trump unbanned it, I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I also understood that there were young 12 and 13-year-olds abusing it. So that's why it was going to get taken down. Because the CEO of TikTok, yeah, I deleted my TikTok account entirely, and I was like, screw it. I am never doing TikTok again because now TikTok is getting banned, and TikTok was the beginner platform for content creators. But I understand, and I learned this, that there's other apps like TikTok, and they're way better than TikTok, and they're also for beginner content creators. Yeah. There are other content apps that are for beginners like TikTok. You just have to search it up. And yeah, they connect with TikTok, but if TikTok no longer exists, they be working solo, right? So that means they would have to have their own separate, standalone service with other, yeah, kind of like Vines, but not Vines, more like, It's just one short. TikTok is big for like short videos, and sometimes when people do live streams, they do live streams, but the live stream is not usually that long on their TikTok. It would usually be cut, and it would put certain scenes that from the stream on there. Um, yeah. So I might find an app that's similar to TikTok for small content creators, beginner content creators like myself. I am not a content creator. I'm just a small YouTuber. Instagram, somewhat inappropriate sometimes, because there are people there. But the good thing about Instagram is they will age restrict, which means anything that is mature content, you would have to follow them and they would have to accept you. So that's what I love about Instagram. So maybe I would use Instagram instead of TikTok. Maybe. I told one of my friends on that I have on PlayStation, the platform I'm playing right now, and he wasn't too happy because, to him, TikTok, and I know this too because I understand that it's supposed to be for people young and old to have the right to express. But he also said, and this was the mistake, people are allowed to show their bodies too, in somewhat. But young girls, how about X and Patreon? Oh, you mean the new old Twitter, huh? I don't use Twitter. I've gotten hacked multiple times. I mean, not hacked, but like someone logged into my account and then logged out. So I had a notification on my email saying someone has logged in my account on Twitter from another location on another device. I was like, oh hell no. I'm not using Twitter. I call it Twitter because that's what it usually was. So I wouldn't call it X because X is just the stupidest name, I wouldn't call it X. It was never X. The only reason why that became X was because Trump himself hired Elon Musk to buy out Twitter. And then he tried to come up with a name, a brand for the next Twitter logo, and he was lazy. He called it X. So that's the long short history about that. A lot of things, the reason why become the way they became, yeah, it used to be Twitter. No, but it still is. Like, if you think about it, the way it looks is the same. It's just the logo and brand of the website is different. It's X. But, like, I call it by the original name that it is. Like, it was a lazy name when Elon Musk took over that business. And guess what? Elon Musk left. He don't want nothing to do with X. And he don't want nothing to do with Trump. He don't want nothing to do with politics. The only reason why he got involved with Twitter and changing the brand was because of our fearsome president. Our president got smacked in the face with something on the nose, and he started bleeding. He brought that upon himself against the people that he talked smack about. Man, you talk smack about people, your own citizen, your own people, your own supporters too, man. Because he called a lot of his voters, the people who voted for him, he called them zombies because they started to understand what he was really about. But yeah, there are still quite some people still supporting him because they don't understand, or he's just paying them, who knows. Money can get you places, but not too far. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know the old saying, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, right? Or if you play with a match, you're gonna burn yourself or drop it and burn your whole house alongside you. So you're gonna bring hell upon yourself. Um, this guy not doing so well, man. He's terrified, and a bunch of his colleagues tried to accept the bill yesterday. Um, the big, beautiful bill, you know what I mean? It didn't go through. It didn't send through because the reason why was because Democrats and other Republicans already knew this, but Democrats try to remind them that that bill wasn't popular. And in history, it wasn't popular. That's why presidents that existed back then. Yeah, it's hot here too, man. It's hot here too. Um, and in my hometown in Puerto Rico, it's been really rainy a lot of the time. And I mean, the heat could get worse there too, as well. But like any place now, because of what happens here where I'm at in New York, the climate is out of whack. Because sometimes there's other people in other parts of the world that also litter. And I looked it up. When you litter garbage on the ground in the city, the chemicals, because the heat will start getting bad, and when the heat hits those chemicals from the trash on the floor, it causes a chemical reaction in the wind, and that chemical blows to all of the world, and it screws up the climate. Once that goes up, the climate is worse, is screwed. Um, my sister, I believe she still uses TikTok, but like, she better use it as much as she can because there's a chance it will not make it, not even through this day. I mean, yeah, maybe this day because the contract has not expired, the one that Trump made to keep it up, because he's the reason why the service of the app is still up and that it didn't get banned yet. But it has already been banned. At the same time, it isn't banned because Trump is making it look like it isn't banned. But like, the people say otherwise, you know? I think, uh-huh. I mean, it's already summer here. And I'll tell you how much degrees it is here. It don't usually reach that high here, but like, it's still kind of bad here. It feels like I'm in Florida. Hold on. I'll let you know what the weather here is. Oh, 91 degrees. Some severe storms today. Meaning, so that means we're expecting a storm in this today. And that means rainy day today. And bad rain. Not good rain, bad rain. Depending on how bad it is. So yeah. Oh boy. All due to Trump's climate plans. Which he didn't even have any climate plans. He just wanted to let people garbage in the city and everything here. So when garbage is spread in this city, it can affect the climate not only here, but in other countries. Trump tried to make a deal with Canada's governor and to like make Canada part of the state itself. You know why, right? Mineral resources actually exist there because they're the ones in charge of like electricity, power, that sort of stuff. So he was expecting to get a hold of some of the mineral resources that Canada owned. And you know what I have to say about this? Oh, Canada! You know why? I bring that punchline from Deadpool because Trump is in a world load of hurt, He supports Israelis. No, not really, because he switched sides to Iranians. But Iranians are not stupid. In the noon, it was 34, like 34. Oh, crap. Was that like hot? Or was that like warm? Hold on, let me check what you're putting. 34 Celsius, right? Um, how hot is 34 Celsius? Whoa! That is hot, man. So it's basically 93 Fahrenheit. Like what we have is close to what you have last night. Damn. Ooh. That is bad, man. Now I see what you mean. Okay. Put the phone aside. I don't want to bring that up against you because I want to respect you and not mention the suffering you went through, man. Sorry about that. Let me take my drink. I have a drink here. I should have some left. I took some cup of mata, which is empty. Okay, I don't have any. Well, it's okay. I can always get some water later. I try to drink sometimes some carbonation drinks, but like not caffeinated carbonated drinks. Because last year I almost went through complete depression, man. My mom, she has dementia. I don't want to say it out loud, so my mom don't hear me shouting it out. Because I know how if you mention the word dementia to a person that has dementia and they're not aware of it, they're gonna trigger regardless. And I want to make sure I be careful with that. Yeah. Did you know that there were like 2 female YouTubers that went on a walk in, I think it was around the city of New York, but somewhere else in New York. And this guy, oh, Taxi is a fruit drink. Interesting brand. You know what? I'm gonna get me some too because my dad just arrived, so I'll be right back too. And I'll start the stream in a little bit. I mean, not streaming. I'm already streaming. I'll start a character in a little bit. Let me delete this. Oh crap! Do I actually have to type in the name of the character? Ah, that sucks. If I remember correctly, not all of them. Is it Chibi? D-H. Okay. Boom. There we go. Start a character. And I might actually go for... Oh, fragment. Let me see. Yeah, same here, man. It's always good to socialize because when you have people to talk to and you get along with those people, it's always good to socialize with the people you get along with, you know, because they understand you and then you get the chance to understand them and where they're coming from, what they go through and how bad it is where they're at and how hot it is or what they're going through, all that sort of shit, man. I always try to get to understand people, and when they make content, I react to that content off stream. I don't make videos reacting to them because you never know. I don't want to make them think I'm like similar to like, what do you call it? I don't want them to think I'm making a reaction of their content because of something like, uh, I don't want to make content reacting to their content without their permission. And it's none of my business anyway, so I don't react to them on my YouTube channel, but I do react to a lot of things that they go through as a human being. Even these VTubers, man. Oh my god. People like them get so much hate. Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check if I can get more drink. Oh boy. And I gotta take out some cups. Whoa, 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 don't drop, like, don't drop. Oh, it dropped. Okay, I can pick it up though. It didn't drop all the way. Quick! Earthquake! Hold on, I'll be right back, folks. Oh boy. Someone come back to me! I'm so good. I'm so good. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy me some lamb. Why is my air conditioning off? I never turned my air conditioning off. Control. Did I turn my air conditioning off? My bad. Hello, bye-bye. Control. Gonna put these artificial cookies in the side and try to focus on the healthy stuff first, because I don't want to impact my health in a bad way, which I know I still might end up doing. But like, I don't eat it right away. I'll probably wait until later today to eat my cookies there. Oh boy, I am back. Oh, sorry for the arguments you had to hear. My dad was losing hope and faith because now Trump is building a building for people. Turns out Trump is trying to build some type of prison for like people who are like me, Spanish, Puerto Rican, or Spain, Hispanic people in general. He's trying to get them and lock them up in a huge building. That's what my dad said. And I said to my dad, if he locked even a few people in, the Congress and Senate will take action. Because, you know, Congress, the Democratic congressmen and the Democratic Senate are letting the Republicans know. And guess what? That's why the bill yesterday. I know, right? Get Trump out of here. Oh my God. He misleads people, you know? He lies to people saying that he already got some of the bills accepted. No, they got canceled by the Senate and by Congress. Like, his whole tariffs got taken down. But are they still somewhat taking effect? Yes. Because they were already put in motion from the start, but they still got taken down. But that don't mean that it's not taking effect, because it was already there. So it already screwed a lot of what the product prices and everything. Somewhat. Or I might be unaware. It might have went down because of those tariffs getting canceled. Like, those tariffs were actually no joke. They were a pain in the ass. And they were not very popular at all. There was a president back in the day, I think it was Nixon. President Nixon, He I might have to re-add you on my Nintendo. I don't know. Did I add you on my Nintendo Switch? I forgot. Because I don't usually use my Nintendo all that much. If I use it, it'll be for like Digimon Cyber Sleuth or JRPGs. That's basically it. Because, you know, Nintendo actually, in Japan, is affecting Nintendo here. So, you know, when something goes on in a certain game that takes inspiration from the Pokemon game, Nintendo Japan, their lawsuit was sometimes passed here too. And for some reason, they accepted Nexomon, they accepted Temtem, an MMO that takes a lot of inspiration from Pokemon. Oh, and good news, by the way. Even though Temtem is losing players, they said themselves, the developers of the game, they said that if they're forced to shut down the servers, they'll change the game when they shut it down, you know? They'll make like an update and they'll have an offline mode, a single player game. It'll become a single player. So it may be an online MMO now. And the only thing I'm worried about is they have to make it where it's a little more easier, you know, for the to get the legendaries. You know, they have to make a huge change for the legendary Tems. You know, it's like I have falafel here. Oh boy. 1 minute. Ugh. Um. So is it night where you're at? At my time is morning. But is it nighttime where you're at? Or is it like morning, or not morning, afternoon, or day, or whatever you want to call it? What time is it in my zone? 3. So I would say it's daytime where I'm at. It's 3:39 p.m. I think that's considered day, right? In the Eastern time zone, I believe. Usually early in the afternoon would be 12 p.m. my time. Um, so you guys focus on military time, don't you? Because I know there are a lot of places that some people usually use military clocks, military watch times. Okay, say late evening. So in a way, it's considered dark, huh? Wow. And yet it's still hot over there. Damn. Yeah, I believe it is hot here every night too. So at nighttime when I come to my room and my air conditioning off, my fan's off. I got a ceiling fan, but I also have a window air conditioning. Um. Oh, so it ain't dark yet. Okay. Um. So it is hot. Okay. Yeah, I understood, man. Don't worry. I saw the first pop-up message that you said in the comment. Um. So I have to rely on air conditioning. Excuse me. And on ceiling fan. And in the morning, we usually put the air vent. We have 3 different sources for air. But the problem is, if we're forced to rely on the air vent, you know, because we have a electric air vent type of thing. So, and the thing is outside to like keep the air in here going. The huge, you know, the heart source of the air vent is outside because we have electronic how you call it, air, you know, everything we have is mostly electronic. And, sorry, I'm itching my head because my head is sweaty. Yeah, I'm hot. It's pretty, like, dark and hot, man. Woo-wee! So let's see, what class do I want to use? I could see how the Necromancer, how they improved it or something. Because I know that the Necromancer focuses on a bunch of different playstyles. You have the Minion! which is the undead army, and you have flesh or bone. Wait, why do I have 75 XP? What does that mean? What do you mean by XP? What game? Are you playing like a JRPG? Oh, XP. What mess? Come on, Betty, stop blaming me. Hold on, guys, hold on. I'm gonna mute myself on stream real quick. Or better yet, I'll pause. Hey Danny, if you're here, man. Uh, I'm not doing so good. Um, Yesterday, Trump was trying to get a bill passed, right? It failed. So now he sent in his big vice president to do the work when he wasn't supposed to be the one there. It's supposed to be the Senate's and congressmen. He puts his vice president to get the big, beautiful bill accepted. So that means people like me will not get Medicaid service because that bill will take a while to take effect. So now I won't be able to get medication or healthcare service. That is what's going to happen. I got to stop the stream, man. I'm sorry. I'm not doing so well.